Hi, I'm Megan Hartman. I'm an artist with Seint, and today we're gonna do an eyeshadow look. We're gonna do a little training. So I'm gonna teach you how to do just an everyday eyeshadow with 3 colors. Okay, so for those of you who are new to the eyeshadow world, I've found, I've always worn eyeshadow. My mom wore eyeshadow. We always matched our eyeshadow to our clothes. But since I started becoming an artist, I found that there are a lot of people who are afraid of eyeshadow. And so I'm just gonna break it down today. We're gonna do something really simple. All right, so I'm gonna show you my palette. Today we are gonna do cream eyeshadows because I find that they are very easy to learn. But I'm also, in case you don't have creams, I'm also gonna put down some other colors next to them that are very similar. When you're starting out doing eyeshadows, matte tones are best. So you're not gonna do the super shimmers like over here because I think those come as you learn a little bit more. So today we're starting out with Seint's cream eyeshadows, Tangled, this is called Spiced, and then we have Arabian Nights. And then we're gonna use the smudge brush today. All right, and next to the creams, I have just some powder eyeshadows that we sell. This is Rome, very close to Tangled. I have Basic, that is next to Spiced, and then I have Oak, which is next to Arabian Nights. Oak is probably one of my favorite colors because a lot of people can wear it on their eyebrows. It's very versatile, but these are both kind of mid-tone mattes, and I would say Basic is lighter, so I'll show you how we're gonna apply these. Okay, so the first things first, and I guess as I'm talking, if I'm talking about the creams, you can associate that with the powders next to them, okay? So first I'm gonna put this, okay, so the smudge brush has like a pointier side and then a smudgier side here. So I'm gonna use the smudge side and go in with the mid-tone color. So it's either Basic or the cream that I'm using is called Spiced. And so I just love our cream eyeshadows because they are so forgiving. And so I'm just gonna put this in the middle on my lid, okay? So this is gonna be, when you fill in your lid, we're just gonna see, this is like a matte color. And it's not too dark, it's not too light, shows up. Grab some more of that color and go to the other eye, okay? And sometimes if you have oily eyelids, you will want to prime your eyelids. So they make eye primers at Sephora, Amazon, whatever. Ulta, the one I like is just like called an eye primer. It's a matte eyeliner from Ulta, but I didn't even use that today. All right, so I'm just kind of putting that on the lid. You don't have to be super precise because we're gonna blend it all in. And I'm gonna look at both of my eyes and make sure that they're the same, I guess, depth of color. So I might wanna add a little bit more to kind of even it out here. Okay. Another thing I like to do is whatever I do to the top, I wanna make sure I do at the bottom. So I'm gonna go to the pointier end and I'm gonna dip back into the Spiced and just getting a little bit on the brush. And I wanna kinda go really, really, really close under the eye. Really, or close to the lash line is what I'm trying to say. And put a little bit of color. I don't want a huge line, but I just kinda wanna smudge some color under the lash line. And it just kind of adds a little definition to the eye. Almost like a little contour. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to the smudgier side of the brush and I'm going to go into the lighter shade, Tangled. This is still a cream. The equivalent would be Rome in the powder. This has a tiny shimmer, but not much. So I'm just gonna kind of put some. Now when you're putting a shimmer on your, underneath your brow, you kind of want to do like the back third of the lashes. You don't want to do it all there. You want to just do kind of like the back portion of it. Just add a tiny bit of shimmer. That's what I love about the creams, is because they're really not going to let you do too much. You won't look like a clown in the creams. You could also use your fingers if you want to. I just have a hard time because my fingers are a little chubby. So this smudge brush is my favorite for the cream eyeshadows. Okay, so you see I've got just a tiny bit. This is nothing crazy. Okay, and so now I'm gonna flip over to the pointier end and I'm gonna go into the Arabian Nights. And I like to use a darker color in the outer corner of my eyes, okay? So I just do a little V, almost like a sideways V. And if you want to, you could take it and do a crease color, but I'm just keeping it simple today. We're just gonna do a V, and we're gonna get some more. And see, these creams are just, they're not gonna let you pick up so much color that it's gonna look like you have too much makeup on. So this is why I think these like cream shadows that we sell are so good for beginners with eyeshadow, and they're neutral colors. This is the 3 colors. There's another one called Sapphire that's blue, but that's all. We only have 4 colors. And so unless you love blue eyeshadow, it's like a really dark, almost like a navy blue. But I say keep it with the neutrals. All right, so you can also flip to the smudge brush to kind of blend it in. You can kind of blend it in that crease if you want. Just blend it out. All right, and we want to add a little bit. We want to make sure they're even. And then you want to add a little bit of the darker color, that Arabian Nights, to that outer third edge underneath the lash line. So not the whole eye, just right there. And then you can, when you're blending it out, just kind of push up. You don't want to drag those eyes down, you just want to kind of push up. Okay, so that's basically it. So I'm gonna I grab the liner brush. So this you can do your eyebrows with, or eyeliner. So I'm gonna grab this, and Black Friday is our cream eyeliner. And I'll go ahead and just put a lash line up here, eyeliner. I'm doing a very thin line, very close to the lashes. And as you can tell, I kind of went out a little bit, just to kind of elongate the eye. So this is really simple, a really simple look that anyone can do. I just think you have to just try it, especially if you're not used to eyeshadows. Go with something neutral. Don't start with anything crazy or too shimmery. Just go with something neutral until you get the hang of it. And then when you want to start venturing out and doing a little something different or adding a little bit more shimmer, you can do that. But at the beginning, just start with neutrals. All right, and then I think a trick to lashes is always curling your lashes. I've always told you hold it 5 seconds or so, and hold it about a few seconds. And then today I'm just gonna use some Estee Lauder mascara, and you can apply to the top and the bottom if you want, or the top only. And another thing is people have sensitive eyes, and so they don't wear mascara, and I think mascara adds so much. So there are definitely different types of mascaras that you could use for sensitive eyes. So if you have questions about that, just get with me, because I think that even just a little bit of mascara just adds a lot. And so I think it just kind of finished. It's almost like if you don't have mascara, your eye is unfinished. So I highly recommend a little bit, even on the top, just the top. You don't have to do the bottom. But, and then I wouldn't say to put any liner on the bottom. You'll know that's my rule. Okay, so I'm glad I made this mistake this morning. Okay, watch this. So grabbing this liner brush because it has the spoolie end on it. All right, do y'all see how I got a little bit under here, under the eye? I'm gonna wait till it dries and then I'll show you an easy way to get rid of that. So I'm just gonna kind of pull that down and just, well, it wasn't dry. So now it made a smudge. But in theory, if you get mascara like up on your lid or whatever, you let it dry and then you use a spoolie and just kind of scratch it off and then it's fine. So anyway, the good news is I haven't set my face with the setting spray yet. So I was able to just blend it off and it's fine. And now I'll just spray my perfector and set my makeup and I'm done for the day.